Welcome to this video. As y'all may know, Pokemon had its 25th anniversary and The Legend of Zelda had its 35th anniversary. So, in this video we're going to go solely over Pokemon because I grabbed all the Pokemon stuff and did not prepare for the Zelda one right away. But after I'm filming this one, I will immediately go into filming the Zelda one so I can get them both out relatively within a quick time span of each other. I don't want to do them all in the same video because stories. Anyway, let's just get the regular stuff out of the way. I have a small amount of Pokemon merch, comparatively speaking to what most people would probably have. I have 3 plushes, right? A couple Funko Pops, a couple things here and there. I've got the Score Bunny Switch sticker thing. I'm not grabbing the Switch just to show that. Burp. I don't have any manga, I don't have anything like that. Probably the oldest and probably one of the more rare things I have that's Pokemon. And I don't know how rare it is exactly. I have Pokemon Marbles from the original 150 Pokemon. Not all of them, obviously. No. I only have a handful. Still. Anyway, I guess let's just get over with the small stuff. I have this felt Funko Pop Charmander. You know, I still have the box and everything, but my girlfriend hates keeping Funkos in boxes, so she forces all of us to tear them out. So yeah, I have this felt smooth Charmander Funko Pop. Fun fact, as you all know, the Charmander line is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I don't do just Pokemon. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, Charmander's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Fuck Charmeleon and Charizard. Or, you know, Charizard's the greatest, but I don't really care for Charmander and Charmeleon. No. I grade Pokemon by its entire evolution line. I mean its entire evolution line. That's how I grade them. And then I have a Vulpix Funko Pop. It's cute, it's nice, and Vulpix Ninetales is probably really high. Almost dropped you there, buddy. Probably in my top 10 for sure. And then my girlfriend wanted a Mimikyu figure a long time ago that came with a Pokeball. You know, it's got that clip thing. I think they were called Clip and Go or something like that. That you'd find at Walmart or Target or whatever, a retail store. You know, and you could find it with various Pokemon figures in it. This one came with Mimikyu. Mimikyu's in the bedroom. I did not think to grab that one. But I didn't think to grab this, and I've had this for ages, and I don't know where I got it from, how I got it, or anything of the nature, because I've had it that long. That's a little tiny Charmander thing. A little tiny Charmander figure that I love so much, and I've had forever, and I just don't know how I got it. Obviously, I have the Pokeball Plus, you know. And they came out with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That has Mew inside it, or it did. No, Mew was kind of somewhere on Pokemon Home or Switch. Pokemon Sword version. And then obviously the McDonald's things. I got this one's empty, and it has the original trio on there. And of course, how apt that it's the other one was Diamond and Pearls starters. Considering that's the one that got the remake this year. Never put 2 and 2 together, and obviously came inside of Pokemon cards. Now I do have more Pokemon cards than this. I did not grab them because I did not want to. Not that I didn't want to show them, that I didn't really feel like showing them. A weak ass Pokemon collection. All I have really bought in my history was I bought two $40 things. You know, where you get the large card of Charizard and Zoroark. And I bought a Soul Galileo box that just comes with a bunch of boosters and a bunch of, you know, stuff, Pokemon related items for the TCG, like the dice, the stickers, the what are they called? Totems, tokens, whatever. I don't know. Either way, these are what I pulled. Except for Big Pick. I think I got that from a cereal box. Pretty sure. Don't really remember. But oh yeah, Magikarp's in there for some other reason. But anyway, this is the pack I pulled. I pulled Chespin. You know, was my first starter from X and Y. Loved it. I love Chespin. Quilladin's okay, and I do not like Chestnut at all. I was so disappointed with Chespin. By the time he was finally evolved, I never actually nicknamed him. I forgot. It's not that I forgot to nickname him. I accidentally mispressed at the beginning of the game, and so he didn't get nicknamed. And I was like, I'll nickname him later. And then by the time he was fully evolved, I was like, you know, I really do not care about Chestnut enough to nickname it. So I never nicknamed it because I was that disappointed with Chestnut. So, yeah. Charmander, obviously, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Actually, part of my favorite Pokemon evolution of all time. I did choose him also in my first X and Y playthrough, and the only time I ever played Pokemon Red. That I already have an entire video on that, actually. My experience with Pokemon Red and Gold. So last but not least is my last comment, which is Totodile. And there's a reason why I'm not speaking on that. Because after that, my holo was Totodile. So yeah, I got double Totodile in my pack. I was a little disappointed about that. Because I don't like Totodile. I don't. I don't know why. There's just something about Totodile. I don't like him. Cyndaquil was my first ever start. And then my second playthrough, I used Chikorita. And if I ever do play Soul Silver again, I'll probably use Cyndaquil again. By God, I do not like Totodile. And then my girlfriend, her Happy Meal, is somebody, of course, about 24 at once and cleaned one our McDonald's out. So we only got these two packs of Snivy, you know, which is one of my favorite grass starters and starters, period. Mudkip, which is another starter I refuse to use because I just don't like. Same with Totodile. I've used Trico, who's my favorite. In the second playthrough, I used Torchic. Oh my god. Oh, I just woke up an hour and a half ago, but still. And then, if I ever do go back, I'll probably use Trico again because I just don't like Mudkip. Tepig, same thing. I don't like Tepig. I hate Tepig. I swear to God, it's the same thing. I played Black, and no, I played Black 2 twice. First time using Snivy, second time using Oswald. If I ever do a third time, I'm going to use Snivy again because I don't like Tepig. I'm not going to use Tepig. I'm not going to use the third firefighting type. And her holo was again another Pokemon I don't care for. Turtwig. I don't like Turtwig. I'm never going to use Turtwig. I have a Turtwig, don't get me wrong, I have all the starters. Of course. At some point or another, I was at least going to collect every single starter there ever was. So I did, and yeah. So I have them, but I'm never going to use them. Like those three in general. Totodile, Mudkip, and Churchwig are three of my least favorite starters. Period. You know, and Generate. Oh yeah, Tepig. Totodile, Mudkip, Tepig, Churchwig. Those four. Yeah, I forgot about Tepig. Yeah, those four. I just don't like them. I don't outright hate them, but I really don't like them. And then you have like Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8, where there isn't a single starter I hate. That's solely because Chespin redeems himself by being Chespin. I love Chespin. I love Chespin's design. I love how cute it is. I loved the hope it brought me, and then it turned into Quilladin, which was confusing, and then it turned into Chestnut, which was highly disappointing. But Chespin still redeems it. But yeah, Gen 7, Gen 8, all 6 of those starters have no issues with any of them. Popplio is beautiful. Litten, Incineroar is cool as hell. I don't like that it looks like a fighting type, even though I wish it leaned more on the dark aspect instead of a fighting aspect, but whatever. I think it was specifically designed to get into Smash Bros. Almost. And then, was it? It's Rowlet. It's a Tukidai. I don't know actually pronounce it. It's one of my favorite wrestlers. Period. Of all time. Grookey, Scorbunny, Sabo. I like all three of them. They're all nicely designed. Speaking of Scorbunny, of course we bought a plush of him because when my girlfriend decided to play Sword and Shield, she obviously too picked Scorbunny just like me. She thought it was the cutest of the three, so that's why she went with it. It's also partially why we got the Switch stickers, that come with the Switch that goes over the dock, over the Joy-Cons, over the Joy-Con controller that you can slide it into. Which I guess I technically could have grabbed that. I didn't. So let's just set him down. And we have an Espeon because her favorite Pokemon is the Evolutions. Specific. Whoops. Didn't mean for that to happen. Anyway, Evolutions are her favorite. I think specifically Glaceon. But I think Sylveon's up there pretty close. And then, of course, recently we went there and we saw Charmander. Of course, she knew, obviously, Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon, my favorite line. So she got it. Now, I think before we get into the game-related stuff here, it's time to bring out the bad boy I alluded to. Actually, I already told you these marbles. I didn't show you. Here it is. Like, it's a bag and everything. It's a Charmeleon bag. I don't actually have Charmeleon. Charmeleon did not come in this. Uh, I've had this for as long as I can remember. Literally, since I was a kid. And I don't have many duplicates, although I do have duplicates. I think I have 2 or 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 20. So I think 10 come in a bag because I got 2, I think. So let's just grab one here. We have Oddish. I don't know if you can see that very well. And it tells you the Pokédex numbers, like number 43. Grabbing another one here. Another one that's sort of not that great is Spearow. Weepinbell number 70. I love these marbles, and I looked them up a little bit ago. They're not on Amazon, obviously, because of how old they are, but they are eBay, and people are selling them for a fair price. Especially if you want like a good amount. Um, People typically ask for upwards of 70 to 80. And that's for like, the 3 bags and everything. Here's one. That's pretty cool. Sandshrew. Oh, Beetle. It's like a dark blue almost. Nidoran. Of course, out of all the ones, I somehow end up with Jinx. Uh, where are you? Here we go. Seal. The reason why I'm showing, I picked up one and then found another one on purpose because after Seal, y'all know, is Dewong. That's because I have Dewong. So I wanted to show those two back to back. Another one of my favorites. I'm gonna leave my favorites for last. I have Almastar. Yeah, I think now we're into the ones I just really like. So we'll start with, okay, so out of all of these, I actually have one duplicate. I thought I had more than that, but I guess not. I have this Golduck. It's a bit damaged on the backside. Don't know if you can tell right there, just above my thumb. It's like a crack looking thing. It's very smooth and not very round. And then my only double, apparently, is Clefairy. I have 2 Clefairies, apparently. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of these I really like. 8 if you count Clefairy. I think Clefairy is a nice one to have. Poliwhirl. Classic. Oh my god. Sorry for that. We'll try cutting that out. Persian. Sorry about that. That was my cat being a little big baby. Okay, Populus. I think I'll leave you one of the last ones. Magneton. Another one I like the fact that I have. Beedrill. Another cool one. And of course, these 3 are my cream of the crop. These are my 3 favorites. The ones I like that I have the most. I'm going to start with Bulbasaur. I have Bulbasaur. Wish I had any Charmander or anything like that. No, just Bulbasaur is the only starter I have. I have Gengar. His marble's like a silverish, blackish gray, and I love it. And then my favorite one that I have is another really dark blue one, like the Weedle. The marble's in fairly good condition. It almost looks like a shiny version, but Ninetales. It's my favorite marble I have out of my marble collection. Yeah, the Bulbasaur, the Gengar, the Ninetales. Those are my 3 favorite, but I like the Poliwhirl, the Beedrill, the Magneton. You know, But definitely the Gengar, the Ninetales, and the Bulbasaur are my 3 favorites. And of course, I really love the bag I have. It's the Charmeleon bag. I wish I was rich enough to collect them all, but I am not. And actually, before I move on to the games, I forgot about these two because we just got them recently. They're pretty new. They came out last year. Well, sad, but we only got 2 of them, and there's only one more at the GameStop we tend to visit in Springfield, and that's the Eevee friends. You've got Umbreon and Leafeon, and they have Jolteon still at the store, and they're $15 for retail. But you go online to find them, and they're way more expensive than that. Because people sell them for upwards of 20 to 40 plus 50, sometimes 60, depending on who it is. But, you know, Leafeon and Umbreon were one of the last 2s to come out. So was Jolteon. Those were the last 3 released. So I think that's why they're still at that GameStop. There's 9 of them altogether. 1 for every evolution and Eevee itself, which I think has 2 Eevees on it. And I said before we get into the games, I keep forgetting about stuff like my movies. I own this triple pack on Blu-ray. Mewtwo, the first movie, Pokemon the movie 2000, Pokemon 3, Spell of the Unknown. All 3 great movies. I love the first movie. I actually do own it on VHS, but the VHS is at my parents' house. Pokemon the movie 2000, I did not own on VHS. My cousin did. Pokemon 3, the movie, I just rented from Family Video a lot. Again, on VHS. But, you know, Pokemon the first movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. Pokemon 2000 is nostalgic to me, but I haven't watched it as much. And then Pokemon 3, the movie, is probably my favorite Pokemon movie of all time, if not in my top 3. So, and then after that, I saw this in it's like in one of those little bins you see at Walmart that are like, hey, every movie in here is $3.75, or every movie here is $5. This was a $3.75 one, and it was Pokemon, essentially Pokemon Hoenn's 4-movie collection. It comes with Pokemon Heroes, the movie, Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, the movie, and Pokemon Jirachi, the Wishmaker. Now, Heroes is another nostalgic one to me. Forever is one that I've seen, but I never remember it as much. Destiny Deoxys is Amber's favorite movie. And Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker is the same thing as Forever. I know I've watched it, but it's not one that sticks in my head. Because the 4 ones I definitely remember the most are Heroes, the first movie, 2000, and Pokemon 3. And then I also bought this when it came out because of a certain particular movie. And that's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl 4-movie collection, which is The Rise of Darkrai, Giratina the Sky Warrior, Arceus and the Jewel of Life, and Zoroark, Master of Illusions. Now, I know Rise of the Darkrai is the reason why I bought this movie. I love Darkrai. He's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And probably is my favorite mythical Pokemon in general. Everybody hates Giratina and the Sky Warrior. Arceus and the Jewel of Life, I remember it was on Facebook. Somebody posted the whole movie free on Facebook. And I don't think I've seen Zoroark and Master of Illusions. I just don't think I have. And then last but not least is Detective Pikachu. Love the movie. Great movie. Definitely, hands down, one of, if not the best video game to movie adaptation, even considering Sonic. I liked Sonic. I own it. But even then. Now, I guess it's time we show you these bad boys once again. Pokemon Red version for the Game Boy. and Pokemon Gold version for the Game Boy. Now, as you know, if you remember, the battery in this is dead, so you can play it, but you can't save. Which sucks, but at the same time, the novelty of just owning it makes me content. Pokemon Red works fine. The battery works, still saves. I played and beat the game using the missing no glitch because of how, and I cannot stress this enough, because of how slow it is. The game is so slow, it's such a slog to get through. It's just not good anymore. It does not hold up. Maybe if you're nostalgic and you have a ton of patience with this game can still be good. But for someone like me who never played this growing up, because I never had it and didn't have a Game Boy ever, an OG Game Boy, a Game Boy Color, I didn't have any of those. I didn't get my Game Boy Advanced SP, this very blue copy, right here, till 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. Yeah, I did not have this until 2003, 2004. So right around the time Emerald would have came out. I wasn't into Pokemon by that point, so my mom never thought to get me a Pokemon game. She got me Spider-Man, Mysterio's Menace, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past / Four Swords. Is my first 2 games for it. But yeah, I mean, if you have any nostalgia for Pokemon Red, you're not gonna like the game. Its slow pace will hold you back. And then obviously I brought the Nintendo DS out just, because the DS, I left my 3DS in the room and I'm not going back in there because Amber's asleep. So there's that too. Alright, welcome back to this again. Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. Obviously, as far as the Switch games go, I got Let's Go Eevee over Pikachu. My brother-in-law got Pikachu. And I got Sword version over Shield. Zacian. And my brother-in-law got Shield. Like I already told you, I got Score Bunny. I do both the DLCs. I've beaten both the DLCs. I've beaten the game. I've completed all 3 Pokédexes. I've done everything in that game I can possibly do other than catch every single legendary possible. so there's that. Yeah, I really love Pokemon. Yeah, just as a constant reminder that I got the season pass, I put that right in there. It's a little hard to contain it, really, because there's... And I love how on the inside of the case, it shows the map. Really like that. I love the inside of the Switch cases. They're so much more inventive, and I wish more games, like on the Xbox or the PlayStation, did that. Yeah, and it's the same thing with this game. The map. It's the map of the inside. Granted, I have that promo poster over there, too, that GameStop was just giving out to people who bought the game, because they realized not enough people were going to buy the game. So then, I guess, on to Generation 7 then, which is 2 games, obviously, because you have Part 1, Part 2. Part 1 was Pokemon Sun. Took me a long time to beat this game. I did find a shiny Lycanroc in the game. What is it? The Moon version? The one where you're standing? I chose Rowlet for this, and like I said, it took me a long time to beat it. I played through a lot of it, and then I put it down, and I didn't pick it back up until I had nothing but time during my little stint with periodictitis. I don't know, it's when my stomach got inflamed, and I had a lot of water just hanging about around my heart. And so, of course, because I got Pokemon Sun, that means when the next game came out, I got Pokemon Ultra Moon, and I chose Poplio. And then played through them again. Yeah. Again, using Rowlet in this game, and finally using Litten on my second playthrough that I have not really started on this one. Then we have Generation 6, right? Which is these two games. Omega Ruby over Alpha Sapphire. This was a Christmas gift, as most of my games are, honestly. Pretty sure both of these were Christmas gifts, too. I bought Let's Go and The Shield. These were just given to me by an ex that I was friends with. You know, after we were already broken up with. So I guess you could just say a good friend at that point. But yeah. I need to stop doing that. Okay. But yeah, I chose Trico, and then in my second playthrough that I did during my marathon right before Sword and Shield came out, I chose Torchic. Yeah, I had a really fun time with this game. I really, really enjoy it. I like its style. You know how you can, once you get the flute and you can call Latios, whichever version you're using, and you can fly over the world map? Why haven't they done that again? That's like one of the coolest features they've ever done in a Pokemon game. Why have they not done that again? It boggles my mind. And then Pokemon Y version over X, because this came out not at the beginning of my relationship with my ex, during, I guess you could say, the middle part of our relationship, because it came out, yeah, full year after we were dating. We started dating in September, and that came out in October, so that was, oh yeah, now I remember. This was part of my 1-year gift. She bought both Pokemon X and Y, because she had a job at the farmer's market. I don't remember how much she got paid. I know she probably told me back then when we were together, but she bought Pokemon X and Y for us as like our 1-year gift, belated 1-year gift. And so she gave me Y because she wanted X, you know, and I didn't really care. And I remember I made her mad because I didn't want to play it right then and there, right? I wanted to wait till everybody left the party before we played, and mind you, I was still a fresh Pokemon player, so obviously playing Pokemon Y the day it came out was not my top priority. I had to her. But I broke down and I started playing it with her, because why not? And I chose Chespin, obviously, and you all know how disappointing that was. And then, as an excuse to play the game all over again, I was like, hey, do you want Yveltal at all? I was like, I'll replay the game just to grab one for you. And that was my excuse to use Fennekin. And then we got Generation 5, which is when I started playing Pokemon, I guess technically you could say. I started playing Pokemon in 2012. This game came out in 2012. It is Pokemon Black version 2. Probably hands down my favorite Pokemon game of all time is this one. Just because of how nostalgic it is for me. Obviously that team I used, Snivy, Ampharos, Lucario, Arcanine, Espeon, Zoroark. My favorite team I've ever created. My favorite team ever. So it is my favorite game of all time in the Pokemon series as of right now. I love it so much. So beautiful, so gorgeous. I love both of the characters, Nate and God, what's her English name? I know her Japanese name is Mei. M-E-I. mean, I can't remember. But anyway, I love Black 2. I know before I always trashed on it when I wasn't even a Pokemon player. I loved Pokemon, don't get me wrong. But I was more of like a casual sideline person where I watched anime every now and again in the morning, but I wouldn't really play the games or play the card game or any sort of that. I was just strictly a video game player who was making blind statements. Because that's what a lot of the Pokemon fan base was saying around the time was Black and White 2 were unnecessary trash, and why do they exist? Where's my Pokemon Gray? We've had Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum. Where's my Gray? It's like, goddamn. But obviously I was wrong. I broke down, bought this at GameStop, full well knowing the hatred everybody had for it, but it was really the only Pokemon game there was Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. So I was like, alright, I'll get it. And, I went home, played it, and I sunk over 200 hours into it. Talk about a mind changer. And then we get to probably the newest Pokemon game I've added to my collection. Because I never played it. And I thought it'd be a lot easier to get into than third generation game, which I own nothing of. I own no third generation game. I don't own Fire Red Leaf Green. I don't own Ruby Sapphire or Emerald. But I do own this game. That is Pokemon Platinum. I love the case. The case is gorgeous. The thing with this one and how it's pretty much complete in everything, and how bizarre it is that I only bought this for $20 last year is because I'm pretty sure the actual card, the game card, is reproduction. But the case, you can tell, is a legit DS case, right? And so that makes me think like that there is a possibility that this cover is a reproduction, but I think it also might be a legit Pokemon Platinum case, which makes me think the instruction booklet and everything might be legit. Like, I think the case and everything is legit, but the game card itself is a reproduction. But it works fine. I've played it so far. I'm at a standstill with it because there's a giant gap between Gym 2 and 3, I think it was. Or is it 3 and 4? I don't know. It's when the gap goes from like 22, 24 to 32. And I don't understand why that is. So I'm grinding up some of my lower level teammates. And then, but yeah, I'm grinding them up a little bit before I continue on with the game. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. It's not that bad. A little more grindy than some other games, but it's just the case. And I love Giratina. He's one of my favorite legendaries of all time, too. And then there's Detective Pikachu that my girlfriend bought me as a joke. Sort of. But, it's actually sort of fun. But as everybody always like to call this, it's Professor Layton for kids. So don't expect anything mega brain power, big brain power. It's definitely meant for a much younger demographic than what major fan base is. And then somehow, I don't know how, my girlfriend bought a complete Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Olimar off eBay for cheap. She got it, and she told me how much she got it for, and I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I think it's just the game card. I don't think it comes with anything else. And then we got it in. It's the whole shebang. Obviously, you notice the game's not in here, but that's because it's in my 3DS case, where all of my DS and 3DS games are. Except for Platinum. That's my actual 3DS. But she watched Jaden Animations play it, and so she bought that, and she also bought Fossil Fighters because of Jaden Animation. Anyway, last but not least, this is the very first Pokemon game I ever played. And this was my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend. When we were dating, this was her way of trying to get me into the series hardcore. I mean, it worked. Don't get me wrong. The case I'm about to show you is a replacement case. She had a case. She didn't give it to me. She just gave me the game card. I still have it. I still have like physical games she gave me. But she did not have the case, or she did not give me the case. One of the other happened. Either way, so I bought a replacement case. Go to eBay, whatever, Amazon. Not Amazon. I don't think Amazon has them. eBay, Etsy. You could definitely find people making cases for games you don't have a case for. Whether it's a 3DS, a DS, PlayStation 2, a 360, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, whatever, GameCube, Game Boy, NES, Nintendo 64. People are making cases for any kind of game console you can think of. That's Soul Silver. So I bought a replacement case for Soul Silver. This is one of the ones I always wanted to buy a replacement case for. Same thing with Spirit Tracks, which I also bought one for. But this one was at the top of my list, just how nostalgic it is for me. And not only did she give me Game Soul Silver, but she also gave me the freaking strategy guide for it. The strategy guide is gorgeous. This cover is amazing. There used to be something in here. I don't know where it's at. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. But it was a little paper that was loose in here that was essentially a cheat sheet for typing advantages. I mean, obviously this book isn't in amazing condition. It's got some creases. The corners are in bad shape. But all the pages are intact. And aside from the normal wear and tear in corners, all the pages are fine. There's no tears in any of the pages. Nothing's got them dirty or anything. It's just an all-around nice strategy guide. And she just gave me her copy of Soul Silver and the strategy guide for Hard Gold Soul Silver to get me into Pokemon. And like I said, the case didn't come. I bought this myself for like $4, one of the two. And the strategy guide was just her way of being helpful. And I remember she also told me, she's like, don't be afraid to use Lugia. If this is your first time playing, do it. Whatever makes it easier for you. So I used the Lugia without shame at all. But yeah, Soul Silver is definitely one of my more favorite Pokemon games. But Black 2 is still my favorite of all time. So that means Cyndaquil is my first starter ever. I have used Chikorita, and I will never use Totodile. And yesterday, while at Target, I saw this and I just had to get it. And that is The Ultimate Guide to Pokemon. 25 years special collector's issue. And that's this. I bought this yesterday at Target at Walgreens. Just saw it, the back is nice. I looked through it yesterday. It's very beautiful. I might do a video on it. Who knows? I love it. It's amazing. That's pretty much everything I have that is Pokemon related. And it really isn't much, to be honest with you, but it means a lot to me. Obviously, it's mostly games and movies, a little bit of figurines. I didn't feel like showing my cards off in this video, but it's just because I'm being lazy about that. And then, of course, the magazine I bought yesterday, the strategy guide. Yeah, it's all fairly standard. So, what are some of your favorite Pokemon memories of all time? Like, what was your favorite shiny to catch? I mean, all the legit shinies I've ever caught was a shiny Munchino and a shiny, uh, what is it? It's Orbeetle, right? But it's Orbeetle's first form. I forget what it is. But I caught a shiny Orbeetle. Not Orbeetle itself, but its first form. I forget what it's called. I caught both of those legit in Sword. I caught a shiny Golbat in Let's Go. I caught the shiny Lycanroc I told you about in Sun. I caught a shiny Arbok and a shiny Trevenant in Pokemon Y. I don't think I ever got anything in Soul Silver. I definitely didn't get anything in Omega Ruby. I didn't get anything in Ultra Moon. Oh yeah, and Black 2, of course, once you beat Black Tower 2, they give you a shiny Gible. And Black 2, and they give you a shiny Dratini. And White 2. So, I've technically gotten 2 of the shiny Gibbles, but I gave one to my ex, so she gave me a bunch of shinies in return for much better ones, like shiny Ninetales that I still have and I love very, very much. And, what was it? Shiny Politoed, shiny... She gave me another one. Was it shiny Latios? She gave me too many shinies for me to remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, or moments like for me it was like I beat Claire's Kingdra with my with my Typhlosion. That's right, I defeat the 8th gym leader who uses a dragon water type. Or maybe it's just a pure water type at that still point, but still, with my pure fire type, that still boggles my mind. It still breaks. But anyway, yeah, so what's your favorite moment you've had in Pokemon? Whether it was catching a shiny or an actual moment in the game or just building the bond with your Pokemon or a cool circumstance where you beat the odds when you shouldn't have. Let me know in the comments below. Hope you have a great day. Remember, you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, like, comment, feel like super special, awesome. Subscribe if you haven't. They're doing me out. Ta-ta for now.